Since Monday, authorities in Orange Walk and members of the Belize Coast Guard have been in search of a man that reports indicate had gone into the New River but never came out. Since the search began, the divers and search team had found the body of 21-year-old Carlos Reyes, and their efforts continued in locating the second man. On Wednesday, we spoke with Lieutenant Gregory Soberanes, the commander, 1st Fleet of the Belize Coast Guard, and he told us that the search was ongoing. In an update today, Soberanes spoke of the diving team pulling out while the surface search continues.
The dive portion of the search has been suspended, but the police is still conducting, as far as we know, they're still doing a search of the area to see if the body will float. But as relates to the dive portion, the dive portion has been suspended, and we've combed the area, searched the area, and like I said, I have never ever seen a body take more than 2 days to float. So I know that body would have surfaced, and if it had surfaced, we would have smelled the aroma already of the body being beginning to decay and decompose. Apparently, there's no missing reports of anybody from the area. So all those things would be, indicators if indeed a second base went wrong. But we have suspended the dive search because we have combed the area thoroughly and have not found anyone. So at this point in time, we told the police we recommended the surface search. While keeping canoes go there, continue search the riverbanks and the type of thing along the river to see, but so far, nothing.
We had reported previously that there were conflicting reports on the ground as it relates to whether or not there was a second man in the New River.
The conflicting reports keep coming because we've been receiving reports that it is only one individual that actually went down, not two. As I mentioned earlier, we were operating from the report that was made to the police because the police informed us that there were two bodies, so we kept the search. We got calls from people who were in the area who said that there were only two men on the riverside drinking. They decided to go for a swim. They both swam across the river, and on their way back, one experienced difficulties. The other, I understand we were told, tried to push him to shore, but he apparently became tired and he made his way to the riverbank. When he came out of the water, people who were in the area told him, who saw the thing, said, listen, where is what happened to the other guy in the river? And he was like, he came out, and he said, no, he didn't surface. And so the guy who came out jumped in his vehicle, wet and everything, went to the police station and made a report. And one individual said that they called the police station and said, listen, two people were swimming here, one went down and one is making their way to your location to make a report. This is why when he got to the police station, he was wet and only in brief. But I don't know if he told the police, if the police misunderstood what he said or what the case, but people are telling us that only one person went down.
Preliminary reports are that Reyes and another friend had gone swimming on Monday evening and never came out of the water. According to Deputy Commander of Orange Walk Police Inspector Nicolas Palomo, an intoxicated Reyes was in a vehicle with 36-year-old Hidalgo Velasquez, and while driving along the Riverside Street, he noticed a friend sitting on the riverbank, came out of the vehicle and went to join the friend on the banks of the New River. And that's when the two men went into the river.